This week's Core 25 essay has this phrase in it. It says, "We are not alone in this world." I'm kind of getting tired of living out the reality of a sermon illustration. So Monday morning at the office, we had a bat. Monday night at home, we had a bat. So anyway, we're not alone. But beyond that, there's also there's a negative sense we looked at, that we are surrounded by a spiritual realm. But I want us to think on a positive note for a moment. An illustration comes to us from 2 Kings, the 6th chapter. The king of Aram is about to attack Israel. And every time he goes to attack Israel, Elijah lets the king of Israel know where he's going to attack. And finally, the king of Aram is going, "Who's the traitor?" And they're saying, "It's none of us, it's Elijah." So Aram comes crashing down on the town where Elijah is. And the next morning, Elijah's servant gets out and sees all the king of Aram's armies, and he is terrified. And Elijah just says to him, God open his eyes, and he sees all of these chariots of fire. It says, the hills were filled with horses and chariots of fire everywhere. They were surrounded by the armies of God. It was a very positive thing. We are surrounded by an almighty God. Carrie Job wrote a song that says, "I am not alone." And it says, "I am not alone. I am not alone. You will go before me. You will never leave me." So last week we realized we are surrounded. But yet we also know this week that we have one who is always with us. Matthew chapter 28, Jesus says, "I am with you always to the very end of the age." Church, just remember, God is with us. We are not alone, and He is with us. Have a super week. Look forward to seeing you Sunday.